Well, hello, everybody. Hope you're having a great day thus far. I am actually out of town. I'm in Houston, and it is rainy and gloomy and threats of a tornado maybe later today, but trying not to let the weather get me down. I just wanted to come to you today because, as we're going through this grief journey, one of the things I really struggled with was the understanding of it all. It's like, really, God, how could you take my Kelly girl when she was at her prime, when she was at her peak, when she was doing the best in her life? Why now? That ate me up. That it was destroying me. John 13:7 says, Jesus answered him, "What I am doing now, you do not understand. But after word, you will understand." There are many, many, proverbs, lean not on your own understanding, seek me, etc. Many, many instances where the Lord tells us to, hey, trust me. It's hard to do, isn't it? Especially after we lose someone so near and dear to our heart. A friend of mine, I may have shared this with you, sent me this scripture, and to me, it opened my eyes. And that's Isaiah 57:1, and it may apply to you, and maybe it doesn't. But what Isaiah 57:1 says is, good people pass away. The godly often die before their time, but no one seems to care or wonder why. No one seems to understand that God is protecting them from the evil to come. If you let that sit in your heart for a minute, what does that mean to you? Did God have a greater plan? Did he actually, because what we get wrapped up in, Glenn, let me rephrase that. What I often got wrapped up in is me and not Kelly. The fact that Kelly is in an incredible place right now, I believe she's in heaven. I know she's in heaven. And you say, well, that's great for you, Glenn. But my son, my daughter, my spouse, they weren't a believer. But did you know that the Bible tells us to come as you are? And instantly, right? Instantly, your loved one can be forgiving. So even though, because Kelly was a non-believer her whole life, up until moments before she passed away. I'll share more on that later, but when we come to grips that we don't have to understand everything, it makes it a little bit easier. Because think about it. If you're a believer in a creator who created the heavens and the earth and the stars and the moons and all the insects and the animals and everything, how can we, one individual with a 3 to 4 pound brain, pretend to understand everything that our creator made, knows, does? He's got a greater plan. Just as much like if you're a parent, you tell your 4 or 5-year-old, no, they can't do that. Why? Because you care about them. You're protecting them. Going back to Isaiah 57. Did God protect Kelly from the evil to come? I don't know. But I know he knows. And as a believer in Jesus Christ, I'm taking that at his word. I believe the words in the Bible, even though I can't understand everything at this given moment. So anyway, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that today. Grieving's hard, but it's not the grief. And I want to reemphasize that. Somebody messaged me and said, it's only been 3 months and I don't know how to grieve. No, we grieve every single day. Grief is those internal feelings that we get when we think about our loved one. It's mourning. Mourning is maybe what we don't know how to do yet. And grief is those internal feelings that we get when we're reflecting, we're thinking about our loved one. But mourning is the outward expression of that grief. So big distinction in grief versus mourning. So anyway, on that note, have a beautiful, blessed day. Have any thoughts, comments? So welcome them. Engage. That's what this group is for. And we'll make sure everybody is polite and respectful. That's one of the requirements. So I pray for comfort and peace for you today. When you reflect, when you think about your loved one, try and turn those triggers into treasured memories. That's one of the core things that I teach on. And hope you're able to do that today. All right. God bless you.